From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport. And driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Thanks for getting your pot on. Thanks for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. I had a listener come in just before Dougie Phelps came in.
That's awesome.
Telling me how much he loves the podcast and he listens. He had 3 questions. He was upset with me.
He was?
Yeah.
Who could be upset with you?
Not upset, but he just said to me, when I did the Charlie Fitzsimmons interview, Charlie owns a bunch of restaurants, Black and Blue and all these others, that I didn't make it clear that I had worked with Charlie in radio. And I thought, actually, that's pretty good constructive criticism. I always love, like, when I worked in radio and stuff, people would go, I don't know your business, but, and I would go, do you have ears? Do you have ears?
Right.
And they go, I mean, the working ears, not that, And I just said, if you have ears, you know what you like. Our job is to get as many ears as possible.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm never going to tell somebody, how the fuck could you say that? I'll listen. I'll listen.
You love to listen.
I may not agree.
Right.
But I'll listen. I'll hear you. I'll hear you out. I'll hear what you have to say. That's all right.
It's light out.
I know, it's light out. So it was just going to be you and I today. And the weather's supposed to get, where we live, it's supposed to be like 60-mile-an-hour winds.
Woo.
You got a long ride back. I figured I wouldn't.
Sure.
If you could come in earlier, and you've mentioned this a couple of times.
Yeah.
And we may start on Tuesdays just going a little earlier.
Yeah,
but
why not?
We'll talk with the other fellas. They've been around. I got to
see what works for everybody.
Just see what
Team
works.
Player.
Yes.
Team Moran.
That's what it is.
Some of the people are on special teams. Licking windows.
All right.
Among other things.
You're going to get me killed. You realize this. So earlier this week on the show, boudoir photos came up.
Boudoir, what's that?
It's like these sexy bedroom type photos.
Ooh.
Have you heard of these? You've not heard of boudoir or boudoir photos?
No.
Let me just play you the clip of how it came up. A person was writing in for advice, saying that after having a baby, the wife no longer wears, like, doesn't sleep naked, doesn't want me to see her naked, lights are always off, wears flannel pajamas. I don't really care, but, it's like, this is crazy. So listen to this. I know it's not all about how I feel. It's about how she feels, but how can I convince her that I still find her effing hot? And the only answer I would write back is patience. It's the only thing I would say. Just be consistent, right? Would that be it? Just keep saying the things you would normally say and don't embarrass her.
I would
and alcohol.
More encourage her to love her body. Book her a boudoir session for photos.
Oh, God. Come on.
Yes.
Are you
no way
fucking
she's
serious?
doing that.
Yeah.
No.
Actually,
It's going to make her feel so
Wait,
confident.
listen, Danny.
It's gonna make you
there's
confident.
no way she's doing that.
Like,
Those things are so fucking cheesy.
No.
Yes,
not if they're done right. Not if they're done
They're
right.
cheesy. Are you going to put that on the mantle? Wait,
No,
let's
not
get an
on the
oil
mantle.
painting.
No,
more
it's
like
something
giving
Then I
yourself
stood up and I
confidence.
posed.
You
No,
did?
it's not.
I
It's
missed
not
that.
You're not doing these sexy poses. It's the outfits. It's
Boudoir by Hillman.
Oh, no.
All right. Now, I only bring this up because you're here.
Yeah.
And somebody sent me, they have a friend who does boudoir photo shoots.
Okay.
And they sent some pictures. So I printed
Out
out
of me, I hope.
No.
Thank God.
No. The dudoir.
The boudoir?
You're going to
You'd
do
be
a
surprised.
boudoir photo shoot?
I'm not admitting to anything.
I think, look, I find these cheesy and embarrassing. And I Googled, are boudoir photos worth it? Here's what came up immediately. Boudoir photos are worth it if you're doing this for yourself.
Yes, I agree.
What?
Yeah. You want to feel better about yourself.
How the fuck? Okay. All right.
Okay.
Hang on. Hold on to that thought.
Okay.
No. Stay there. Don't let me. I'm going to be animated. That doesn't mean I'm. Especially in terms of self-love, rediscovering sexuality, creating memories, and stepping out of your comfort zone. A boudoir photography session is a unique experience of seeing yourself in a new light, making it worth the time and effort. Okay. Here are the pictures, and I would like Doug to describe the photos. Here's photo number 1, done in a boudoir photo. Now, it's not in the bedroom. It's not in the boudoir. This one happens to be outside.
Well, obviously, the husband is a serial killer and loves to go deer hunting dressed as Jason
Now, I'm
Voorhees.
not going to show these on the camera because I wouldn't want to.
Right.
These are private. Somebody, I don't know.
Who is this?
I don't know who the woman is.
Right. But is it supposed to make her feel better or the guy?
Well, this is just it. I don't know. Is he a deer hunter? And this is what she's out.
Well, you saw the hockey mask, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
That's
knife.
Jason Voorhees.
Yes.
And the knife, I missed the knife.
There's a knife on the ground.
Okay, the machete?
The
Okay.
machete, yes.
So, and she's wearing, her back is to us
Yes.
with a coat, fishnet stockings up around halfway of her ass.
Yeah.
And she's,
So tell me that, like Danny says, they're not meant to be sexy. The fuck they aren't.
depending on the person, is sexy. I think I could ever do different poses to make even sexier.
Yeah.
Or what
well,
I think is
here
sexy.
you go. Here's another one.
Okay.
All right.
I like it. This is definitely the lighting could be a little better. Now she has got kind of a G-string. What? You're asking my opinion.
I am. And the lighting is just a shade off.
I have seen pictures like this before, believe it or not. I have worked in the adult
Yes, that's true. Right.
strip, and I
Yes.
knew plenty of girls
That
that got this
They did.
because they weren't having enough self-esteem on stage. They're the ones that were getting older and not making as much money as the younger girls.
Yeah, but how does a photo make you feel better?
Because you're always looking at it. Because you're always, that's me. I'm pop. You know, it's like no. There's no more 15 minutes of fame because on TikTok and on Facebook and all these other sites, Snapchat, you can just post something, and if somebody's looking at it, you're feeling famous.
Okay.
So just one way you want to feel good about yourself.
All right. Here's a different one. This is a different woman.
She's all tied up by a wash tub.
Yeah, with her feet up.
Feet up.
Yeah,
Tied around.
I mean, look. Okay, I guess I want to do a boudoir photo shoot. You know, the male version of this.
Right.
It's going to be me in a bathtub, me shirtless, leaning against a wall of flowers.
You
just
think that would be sexy?
Pulling my pants down just a little bit. Me getting out of the pool, but naked, but just from behind, just up to the crack of my ass with the big drops of water come down. And then I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do with these? Absolutely nothing. I'm going to hide them.
I think
but
we
then
should
when
make them into a calendar and sell them.
when I die, I'm going to
12
leave
months
them
of
for
Bill Moran.
my kids to discover. And then when they go, there'll be instructions that this has to be on display on all the screens at the at the calling
funeral?
hours. At the calling hours. I just want these boudoir photos out.
Boudoir photos.
Yes.
I like this one.
Could you imagine like finding that from your mom? Now I understand that these are supposed
Wait,
to
from my mother or my girlfriend?
Yeah, no, your mom. Let's say you found your mom's. Because there is on TikTok where some grandmother had these done and her grandkids come out going, wow, you were naked.
Where's that? Where are those? Fuck this young shit. I want granny
No,
panties.
this is when she was young.
Oh, when
they
she
were
was
taken
young.
when she
Yeah.
was young. Look, I get it. If you're going to do it, I can understand. They're expensive, by the way. I think a photo shoot for a boudoir photo shoot runs probably $800 to $1,200.
Depending on who takes it.
Who takes it? Yeah. Now, I did see the top 6 reasons to do it to celebrate yourself, but I go if you need, I don't know, like your ego needs to be boosted by seeing you half naked in a photo.
You're reliving your youth, or some was called it was a fighter making a comeback.
Yeah.
I mean, You know, we were just talking about. I said, I got to get back in the gym. And you're like, really? I'm like,
hey, Rocky, way to
I'm
go!
230 pounds. I look like shit. Where 6 years ago, I was 170.
Whoa.
Yeah.
God damn.
I actually, believe it or not, I printed out a picture of myself that I had taken a selfie of.
Okay, but that's
Looking good.
different.
And
But
'cause
that's
you want to remember
different.
you're looking good.
Okay.
And now I'm using it for motivation.
Let me just say, like,
Okay.
I don't see where you get maybe I'm wrong. I am wrong because a lot of people. I read it off the internet. I have 6 tips here. You know, it uplifts your self-confidence. Your self-image is boosted, which to me is redundant. Helps you discover your sensuality. Images are used as a commitment seal. In other words, I give these to you because this is the only ass you ever gonna get, baby.
As far as you know.
A beautiful experience. All these things. Okay, here's the thing. The bottom line is, I am a big believer in if having Botox makes you feel better about yourself because you have less lines on your face now, then go ahead and do it. I have no problem with any of it. If a boudoir photo shoot, I'm not. I could, if I was with somebody and they said, I'm just not feeling, I would love this, it would make me feel good, then fine. I may even spring for it.
Right.
Right? I mean, that would be the thing. However, I would say if you're having image problems, like self-image problems, and you want to go do this, don't go on Instagram and look up boudoir photo shoot or boudoir.photography, because there it's all women in black and white photos, naked, bathtub, getting out of the pool, leaning against the flowers. They all look like models. But these are boudoir shots.
Right.
You should fit right there, you hose beast. You look the same, honey. You only gained 30 pounds over the last 20 years. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's other ways to boost your self-confidence. That's all. That isn't going to cost you $1,000.
Okay, I'm with that.
That's all. But I saw this and I thought, well,
Picture says 1,000 words. And some women,
yes,
2,000.
What do you do with them?
You save them.
For what? A rainy day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah.
All right.
Now, obviously, we're in the same age, and you've gone through this. Did your wife, after having kids,
Yes. Did my wife what after?
feel less attractive or stretch marks or just
no, not that I remember.
some women's
not
when
that
they're
I
going
remember.
through pregnancy, they feel
I'll
fat,
tell
but
you
they're
what.
not fat because they have a child.
I am remembering this. There was almost like a boudoir shot when she was pregnant that we had. That was the baby in the belly.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those.
It's not bad. And that I can understand. It's something to commemorate. In terms of the other, I don't know, probably because I didn't ask or I didn't pick up on things because I was not a good communicator. I will say that. I don't know. There was never said, oh, I just don't feel.
Should we call her to find out?
No, I'd prefer not to. I appreciate the offer, though. That's really sweet of you, you know?
I'm always thinking.
No, I love it. I mean, that
Today's
would be
special
the
guest.
Tell you what, she would love it, though.
Yeah?
Oh, she'd love to come on
She'd
here.
love to lay into you.
Yeah,
That
probably.
guy couldn't understand jack shit. I'd have a flat tire, and he's like, what's for dinner?
I wasn't that much of a house ape. I mean, close, but not that much of a house ape. It would be weird, though, to discover, like, if I found my mom in she passed away and I found her boudoir photos.
Yeah.
I may put them on Facebook and go, please come remember my mom tonight.
I think there's more openness and understanding in this day and age, and say she did it 50, 60 years ago when it wasn't.
Well, how about just the I remember glamour shots? That was another thing I didn't get. They were called glamour shots. They're basically the boudoir photo, but tastefully done.
Okay. No, I don't remember those.
You don't remember these?
No.
This is where women would go and they get all glammed up like a model and they do the poses, but they'd be, fully clothed.
I was introducing them, yes.
Sometimes they had big bows around their neck and it would be all these poses and stuff. And I remember once having to fucking bite my tongue at Christmas time, like badly. I'm at, not my family, I'm at another family. When I was dating this girl and I was over at her family, and her older sister, who was a little bit of a plus size, gave glamour shots to the
showed
parents.
them off to
gave them to the parents as a Christmas gift. Glamour shots, not boudoir, glamour. So they're nice. And it was her, and I had to walk outside. I couldn't breathe. I didn't know what to do. It was like you were holding it. It was terrible.
I can't believe she would do that. Give them to their parents. You're really looking for some kind of satisfaction, like, oh my God, you look so good.
Yes,
that you
of
want
course.
to hear it.
Yes,
because you're not going to go.
That's
up
what
to
I'm saying.
If she's a plus
I'll
size.
tell you this. This is where the satisfaction. You go online, and I think this probably for most people. I'll be labeled a misogynist for saying what I'm about to say, I'm sure, but I really don't care because I'm not. I think that when a woman puts up a selfie, 90% of the time, I'll say, they do it because they feel like they look good that day, right? The selfie in the car. And then my favorite thing to do is to read the comments, and I'll always find a married buddy of mine who goes, looking good, baby. And I'll be like, "You're a fucking idiot."
Yeah,
because that will
that's
get you
what she's
killed.
fishing for.
Yes, right. That is, but
I've worked with women, and not in the strip
Well,
clubs, but
waitresses
waitresses that just, you come around the corner, they're ringing somebody up, and they're just taking
a selfie
all day long.
Oh,
and when I mean all day long, their shift is 6 hours. Let's say 5 pictures an hour.
do they put them up on social media?
I think they just save them. They just want to look at themselves and do the pose like they're a Kardashian, which I think is the worst TV show ever. And it gives,
why would you say such a thing?
It's terrible expectations for younger generations to think that you can just do nothing and get paid for it. So be on TV.
Well,
and
they did
TikTok.
stuff. They built businesses.
They
built
not.
Skims.
They did
got
not.
the Skims
They
business.
built nothing.
They did. They built the Skims business.
This guy had a business and said, "Hey, we're gonna put your name on this product, and we're gonna pay you this much."
Well, it worked.
Oh, I worked so hard. I'm on the board of directors.
Yes.
Me and my dog.
Yes, they
and
did
I have
all of
this
it.
makeup and fingernail. No, they do nothing.
They did plenty of stuff, Doug.
Okay.
I posed. They do all kinds of. They did that whole TV show. They think doing that TV show,
What
the
they do on
reality
the TV show?
They talked. They were
They
themselves.
talked. That was it.
They were themselves.
They're famous for being famous.
and they're business women now. They run businesses.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
their lawyers
they
run
got-
it. They make no. They make
But they
no
make a lot of
decisions.
money.
They do
make
because their
lots of
name's
money.
on it.
Kim is out advocating for people who are wrongfully imprisoned. She's actually had people freed because it went through and proved. I don't know that she did. She might have had somebody else do it. I don't think she passed the California bar.
Right.
I actually.
Well, I've never passed a bar in my life either.
No.
Thank you. Good night.
All right, secrets that we keep, Doug. Sometimes we keep secrets from people. And if you find out the secret,
Is there a number? Is there 5 you have on there?
no, 5 top secrets. No.
Oh.
This is a specific secret.
Oh,
yes, this is a specific secret. I figure we'll take a moment here and we'll come back and I will tell you the secret. What a father found out about his son, and now the father is in trouble with the law. My question is, if it was your father, why is my kid calling me?
I don't know. He's got a secret he wants to tell.